1841 to 1891 by Joseph Plunkett. A wind rose, a sea rose, a wave rose on the sea. It sang the mournful singing of a sad centenary. It sang the song of an old man whose heart had died of grief, whose soul had dried and withered at the falling of a leaf. It sang the song of a young man whose heart had died of pain, when spring was black and withered and the winter come again. A wind rose, the sea rose, a wave rose on the sea, swelled with the mournful singing of a sad centenary. 1867 by Joseph Plunkett. All our best ye have branded the people for chosen them, and 'twas death they demanded ye loved. Ye were losing them, as the blood that ye spilled in the night cried loudly to God, and the name have the strength and the might of a sword for the sod. And the days of our doom and our dread, ye were cruel and callous, grim death with our fighters ye fed, for the jaws of the gallows. And a blasting and blighter was the fee for which ye had bartered them, and we smiled with the sword that from ye we had gained than him after them. A Wave of the Sea by Joseph Plunkett. I am the wave of the sea, and the foam of the wave, and the wind of the foam, and the wings of the wind. My soul's in the salt of the sea, the white of the wave, the bubbles of foam, and the waves of the wind. My gift is the depth of the sea, the strength of the wave, the lightness of the foam, the speed of the wind. Arbor Vitae by Joseph Plunkett. Beside the golden gate there grows a tree whose heavy fruit gives entrance to the ways of wonder, and the leaves were off for days of desolation, nights of agony, the buds and blossoms for the fruits to be. Rooted in tear the dead trunk decays, the burdened branches dropping to the clays, calm with blood of crushed humanity. But lo, the fruit, sweet bitter, red and white, better than the wine, better than timely death, and surfeited with sore, lo, the bright mansions beyond the gate, and love, thy breath fanning our flaming hearts, we enter with thy song of songs of love's tumultuous light. Before the glory of your love, by Joseph Plunkett. Before the glory of your love, the beauty of the world is bowed in adoration, and reproves your praises every truth is proud. Each silent witness testifies your wonder by its native worth, and dumbly its delight denies, and your wild music may have birth. Only this madman cannot keep your peace, and thinks his bursting heart forth to red battle, while we weep your music who have held apart. Daybreak by Joseph Plunkett. As blazes forth through clouds the morning sun, so shines your soul, I must dwell my sight, lest be stricken to eternal night, where too much is seeing on my song be done, and I must sing your body's clouds that run, to hide you with her crimson, green and white at sunset, dawn and noon, and when the flight of stars that chant your praise in unison. But I bend the planetary choir, still stone lie dumbly, till the dark lifts its broad wings, when swift as you draw nigher, a race Memnonian song, and all must hark, for you have flung a brand and fixed a spark deeper in the stone of your mortal fire. I love you with my every breath, by Joseph Plunkett. I love you with my every breath. I make you songs like thunderbirds, give you my life, you give me death, and stab me with your dreadful words. You laid my head against your heart last night, my lips upon your breast, and now you say that we must part, for fear your heart should be oppressed. You cannot go against the world, for my sake only, was your phrase, but I, God's beauties unfurled in your gold hair and in your gaze, wisdom of God's bride, each a soul that shares his love, and yours and mine, two lovers share your aureole, and one is mortal, and one divine. One came on earth that you might know his love for you that you deny, now you give me this equal blow, one died for you and one will die. I saw the sun at midnight, by Joseph Plunkett. I saw the sun at midnight, rising red, deep-hued yet glowing, heavy with a stain of blood compassion, and I saw it gain swiftly in size, and groaning till it spread over the stars. The heavens bowed their head, as from its heart slow dripped the crimson rain, and a great tremor shook it as of pain. The night fell moaning as it hung there dead. O Son, O Christ, O bleeding heart of flame, O givest thine agony as our life's worth, and makest it infinite, lest we have dearth of rights with to call upon thy name. But pawnest heaven as a pledge for earth, for glory sufferest all shame. I see his blood upon the rose, by Joseph Plunkett. I see his blood upon the rose, and the stars the glory of his eyes. His body gleams amid eternal snows, his tears fall from the skies. I see his face in every flower, the thunder and the singing of the birds about his voice, and carven by his power rocks isolated words. All pathways by his feet are worn, his strong heart stirs the ever-beating sea. as crown of thorns, as twin with every thorn, as cross as every tree. If I should need to tear aside, by Joseph Plunkett, if I should need to tear aside the veils that hide both heaven and hell, to tell you that a soul had died, and once you but tried to laugh you well, and a breath should blow those veils aside. But if I found your soul could save from hell's deep grave my sinking soul, only if willingly you gave I take, and when I crave the whole knowing you generous and brave. In the Wilderness, by Joseph Plunkett. Gaunt windy moons, bedraggled in the dusk, have drifted by and withered in their shame who once brought thunder terror, fallen tame, noses for truffles of unwetted tusk. A sickening scant of civet and of musk has clawed the nostrils of a hound of fame. But flickering stars have blown to vivid flame that leaps your beauty from its blazing husk. Blossom of burning solitude, high things are lit with splendor. Love your glimmering rays smites them to glory. Below them and away a little song floats upward on the wings of daring. The thunders of the day clamour to God the message it brings. Ignition, by Joseph Plunkett. Our lips can only stammer, yet we chant high things of God. We do not hope to praise the splendor and the glory of his ways, nor light up heaven with our loudest cant. At the will follow we, his hierophant, filling with secret canticles the days, to shadow forth in symbols for their gaze, what crowns and thrones await his militant. For all his beauty is short on the earth is summoned in thee, our thou most perfect flower. As dew is filled thy chalice, and his power blows forth the fragrance of thy mystic worth. White blossom of his tree, behold thee o'er, fear not, thy fruit is love's most lovely birth. It is her voice who dwells within the emerald wall and sapphire house of flame, by Joseph Plunkett. Behold, a white hawk tangled in a twisted net of dreams struggles no more, but lines the cords with feathers from her breast, seeing herself within the mystic circle of my voice, where forthwith its music turns to blades and tongues of fire, rending the bonds and weaving around the hawk a skein of light, raising the work and the toilet to the never-ending day. My lady has the grace of death, by Joseph Plunkett. My lady has the grace of death, whose charity is quick to save. Her heart is broad as heaven's breath, deep as the grave. She found me fainting by the way, and fed me from her babeless breast, and played with me as children play, rocked me to rest. When soon I rose and cried to heaven, moaning for sins I could not weep, she told me of her sorrows 7, kissed me to sleep. And when the morn rose bright and ruddy, and sweet birds sang on the branch above, she took my soul from her side all bloody, and died for love. My soul is sick with longing, by Joseph Plunkett. My soul is sick with longing, shaken with loss, yet shocked with love lost sudden in a dream. Dream love, dream taken, swept upon the stream of dreaming truth, dreamt true, yet deemed as dross. Dreamt truth, that is to waken truth for gloss. Dream love, that is to the life of loves that seem to be the root of love's eternal theme, a strength that brings to Calvary the cross. I dreamt that love had lit a burning bird on one green bough of time, of the dread tree whereto my soul was crucified. But he sang with a self's voice some wondrous word blotting out pain, at swift the branch I heard break, withered, and the song ceased suddenly. New Love, by Joseph Plunkett. The day I knew you loved me, we had lain deep and coiled, or I sat down by Glenna's Scuff, unknown to each, till suddenly I saw you in the shadow, new oppressive pain stopping my heart, and there you did remain, in dreadful beauty there before the floor, blinding the eyes that yet could not withdraw, till while between us drove the wind and rain. Breathless we reached the brew before the west burst in full fury, then with lightning stroke the tempest in my heart wrought up, and broke its barriers, and I swore I would not rest, and that mad heart was worthy of your breast, or dead for you, and when this love woke. Now a song, by Joseph Plunkett. I lose the secrets of my soul, and mind my heart to heavy words, lest you should need to ask a dole of singing from the winds and birds, you will not heed nor bear my soul. I coin again a greater sum of silence, and you will not heed. The follow spaces call you, come, the season's ripe to sow the seed, both I and these are better dumb. I have no way to make you hear the song of echo in your heart, nor must I with a fading year fade. Without meeting we must part, nor song nor silence you will hear. O bright, the stateliness and grace, by Joseph Plunkett. O bright, thy stateliness and grace, thy bearing and thy dignity bring intuition of a place that still is native unto thee. Solely thy native air's delight can still thy silence's emblem, solely thy native leavens might through thunders of unbroken calm. And the full presence is and seems to emanate from thine atmosphere, clothed in reality and dreams. It is in heaven and it is here. The forms of love enfolding thee to flowers of earth and heaven belong, whose roots take hold in mystery, too deep for song, too deep for song. O lovely heart, Joseph Plunkett, O lovely heart, O love, no more be sorrowful. Blue are the skies above, the spring is beautiful, and all the flowers are blessed with gentle showers. All the morning skies are heavy, no rain. Your incredulous eyes are wondering at your pain. Let them but weep, and after give them sleep. O sorrowful, our heart, whose joy is difficult, for we two are apart. Know you shall yet exult, and all the years be fresher for your tears. Seals of thunder, Joseph Plunkett. They say I sing in secrets, have ears but do not hear. Have eyes but do not see, truth's naked beauty is here panoply. Our eyes are blinded with its splendid spears. As shadowy symbols, fitted to their fears, now will I cloud for visible mystery, yet none shall understand the prophecy save you, nor pay the tribute of their tears. But you will understand me, for I speak first to your heart, then to your soul in song, spreading its golden banners for the strong, smiting like sunrise on the snowy peak of glory. To you the stars belong, and all the glowing splendors that I seek. See the Crocus Golden Cup, by Joseph Plunkett. See the Crocus Golden Cup, like a warrior leaping up at the summons of spring. Guard turn out for welcoming of a new elected year. The blackbird now with psalter clear sings the ritual of the day, and the lark with bugle gay blows revealing to the morn earth and heaven's latest born. Signs and Wonders, by Joseph Plunkett. The breath is mine unmixed with leaven, and the purple wine of the wines of heaven. I've asked to see if my love shall be at the fawn or free with a splendid seven. To a blinding car for living creatures and hermest are, whence one whose features outshone the skies at noon replies with burning eyes the eternal teachers. The love is the sword and the heart of slaughter, the love is the word for High King's daughter, a song that is sung in a mystic tongue, a fountain sprung from the living water. And the love shall stand in the courts of splendor, at the king's left hand, where she shall render the gifts of love to the throne above, and the shining dove shall there attend her. For the love is the sign in the book of wonder, a mark divine on the seals of thunder, with spirit's light and the water's might, and the blood red bright witnessed under. The claim that has the canker on the rose, by Joseph Plunkett. The claim that has the canker on the rose is mine on you, man's claim on paradise, hopelessly lost that chastenly he sighs, and all unmerited God still bestows. The claim on the invisible wind that blows a flame of chariot to enemies, not to the deadliest sinner God denies. Less claim than this have I on you, God knows. I cannot ask for anything from you, because my pride is eaten up with shame that you should think my property a claim upon your charity, knowing it is true that all the glories formerly I knew shone from the cloudy splendor of your name. The cloud, Joseph Plunkett. I do not know how you can shun his sight who sees himself a clod, whose blindness still outstares the sun and gazes on the hidden God. I do not know how you can hate a heart so set about with fire, a sword so linked with heavy fate, broken with unknown desire. I see your eyes with glory blaze and splendor bind your dusky hair, and ever through the nights and days my soul must struggle with despair. Your beauty must forever be my cloud of anguish, and your breath raise soar like the surging sea around the windy wastes of death. The Dark Way, by Joseph Plunkett. Rather than death the road I chose, yet shall my feet not walk astray, for dark my way I shall not lose, whose way is the darkest way. Set but a limit to the loss, and something should at last abide the blood-stained beams that from the cross the thorns that crown the crucified. And who shall lose all things and one, shut out from heaven and the pit, shall lose the darkness and the sun, the finite and the infinite. And who shall see in one small flower the chariots and the thrones of might, shall be in peril from that hour of blindness and the endless night. And who shall hear in one short name apocalyptic thunder 7, his heart shall flicker like a flame twixt hell's gates and the gates of heaven. For I have seen your body's grace, the miracle of a flowering rod, The beauty of her face, the glory of the face of God, and have heard the thunderous royal clamour from heights of prophecy, her splendid name, and for my soul uprose the clouds of minstrelsy. Now I've chosen in the dark, the desert way to walk alone, yet strive to keep alive one spark of your known grace and grace unknown. When I leave you, lest my love should seal your spirit's ark with clay, spread your bright wings, shining dove, and away is the darkest way. The heritage to the race of kings, Joseph Plunkett. This heritage to the race of kings, the children and their children's seed, have fought the prophecies indeed of terrible and splendid things. The hands that fought, the hearts that broken, old immortal tragedies, these have not failed beneath the skies, their children's heads refuse the yoke. And still their hands shall guard the sod that holds their father's funeral urn, still shall their hearts volcanic burn with anger of the sons of God. No alien sword shall earnest wage the until of their blood and tears, no shameful price for peaceful years shall ever part this heritage. The Lions, by Joseph Plunkett. Her hair's the canopy of heaven, her eyes the pools of healing are, her words the prophecies to seven thunders resound from star to star. Her hands and feet are jewels fine, wrought for the edifice of all grace, her breath brights like wine the blinding beauty of her face. Is lovelier than the primal light that holds the lover's pride apart, tame the lions of night, range the wilderness of his heart. The little black rose shall be red at last, Joseph Plunkett. Because we share our sorrows and our joys, and all your dear and intimate thoughts are mine, we shall not fear the trumpets and the noise of battle, for we know our dreams divine, and our heart is pillared on your heart, and ebb and flowing of a passionate flood shall beat in concord love through every part of brain and body. Then at last the blood o'erleaps a final barrier to find, only one source, wherein to spend is strength, and we two lovers, long but one in mind and soul, are made one only flesh at length. Praise God if this my blood fulfills the doom, when you, dark rose, shall redden into bloom. The Living Temple, Joseph Plunkett. Our covenant, our temple, our trail pride of God's high glory, set to snow your feet on a red mountain, where the pinions beat of proximate apocalypse. Uncried halloos of havoc, prophecies denied fulfillment at the dawn of wonder, fleeting songs precursive down the glittering street, that drift the blood from wounded brows and side. And you must walk the mountain tops where rode Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, and the stars fell for places, and where Satan strove to make us leap. Now bend the cracking spars of war the mast of the world, and 5 deep scars from that strong cross call you to their abode. The Living Wire, by Joseph Plunkett. I thought I'd never hear your tongue again in this dead world of shame, as once when heart and world were young and then you spoke my name. The barriers of space were spread widely between us, when a shaft of driving lightning broke that dread leaping, and you had laughed. The harp strings in the house of gold vibrate when chants the heavenly choir, my heart bound to your heart you hold with love and the living wire. We are not separate, we two, alas not one, banner for our feet, the blessed earth binds me to you, the stones upon the street. The very stones cry out, no more 6 separate paths, each step you've trod brings you but nearer than before, home to your heart and God. The New Judas, by Joseph Plunkett. We, Christ, I sought to sell all day, and hurried to the mart to hold 100 heavy coins of gold, and lo, we would not pay. But 30 pieces of silver, cried, thine ancient price. I agreed 6 for each of the bones with bled in hands and feet and side. Including cross and crown, the price is now their claim, and I refuse. I will not bargain all to lose, I will not sell thee Christ. The Spark, by Joseph Plunkett. Because I used to shun, deaf in the mouth of hell, and called my bell one, for I should see the sun, the blind and smoke to spell. Because I used to pray that living I might see the dawning light of day, set me upon my way, and from my fetters free. Because I used to seek your answer to my prayer, and that your soul should speak, for strengthening of the weak to struggle with despair. Now I have seen my shame, that I should thus deny my soul's divinest flame, now shall I shout your name. Now shall I seek to die by any hands but these in battle or in flood, or any lands or seas. No more shall I share ease, no more shall I spare blood. And I have need to fight for heaven or for your heart. Against the powers of light or darkness I should smite until their might depart. Because I know the spark of God has no eclipse, no death, and I embark and sail into the dark with love on our lips. The Splendour of God, Joseph Plunkett. The drunken stars stagger across the sky, the moon wavers and sways like a wind-blown bud. Beneath my feet the earth like drifting scud leaps and slides, velours and shoots on high. Immovable things start suddenly flying by. The city shakes and quavers, a city of mud and ooze. A brawling cataract is my blood, of molten metal and fire, like God am I. When God crushes his passion, fruit for our first, and the universe totters, I have burst the grape of the world, and its powerful blood escape untasted. Crying with my vision durst, see God's high glory in a girl's soft shape. God, is my worship blessed or accursed? The stars sang in God's garden, Joseph Plunkett. The stars sang in God's garden, the stars are the words of God. The night time is God's harvest, its fruit are the words of God. God ploughed his fields at morning, God sowed his seed at noon. God reaped and gathered in his corn the rising of the moon. The sun rose up at midnight, the sun rose red as blood. That shouting reaper, the dead Christ upon his cross of wood. For many life that one may die, and one must die that many live. The stars are silent in the sky, lest my poor songs be fugitive. The white feather, Joseph Plunkett. I've watched with death a dreadful year, nor flinched until you plucked apart the feather from the wings of fear. Your innocence has stabbed my heart. I took your terrible trust to keep deep in my heart it flames and sears. I would have sown I dare not reap for bitterness of blinding tears. I have not scattered starry seed or windy ridges of the skies. I have plowed my heart indeed, and some the secrets of your eyes. Now I cannot reap the grain growing above that stony sod, because the shining plum lies plain, fallen from following wings of God. The warm Joseph, by Joseph Plunkett. Warm is clad in plated mail and rides upon the envious earth, as purple veils and should prevail, the death gleans in the fields of birth. He sips the purple wine of kings from burnished skulls and bumper hearts, of fat and famine years he sings, and fills his granaries from the marts. His brethren that have sold his name, denied him to his ancient sire, shall seek him when they feel his fame, shall find him when they fear his fire. But you, O Benjamin beloved, dove-like and young, with him shall sup, and the departing unreproved beer the view his divining cup. There is no deed I would not dare, by Joseph Plunkett. There is no deed I would not dare, unloving, but to gain your smile, no shame or sorrow I would not share, though withering and wintry while. If I could win your friendship's grace, while time's slow pace is lagging still, while my lost heart should leave no trace of love on heaven's immortal will. There is no death I would not crave, if thus I'd save your heart from tears. To snatch your glory from the grave, I'd brave all fates and feel no fears, although my heart be calm and cold, and feel no flame, no mirth of love, no buoyant of hope, be overbold, seize and hold the shining dove. But I do love you, and I know, nor any deed, nor difficult quest, to drive a compass, at which of the fire that burns within my breast. I cannot draw the dazzling blade, my body shifts. Love's splendid sword, lest you be blinded, dismayed to silence for my wounded word. If I would do each desperate thing only to bring you ease or mirth, the pinnacle for love's strong wing towers above the heights of earth, I cannot give you soul belief, the great visions of my heart. I cannot, and it is my grief, do all to please you, but depart. To Grace, Joseph Plunkett. The powerful words that from my heart alive and throbbing leap and sing shall bind the dragon's jaws apart, or bring you back avenged spring. They shall unseal and seal again the fount of wisdom's awful flow, so with one guerdon they shall gain, your wild beauty still they show. The joy of spring leaps from your eyes, the strength of dragons in your hair, in your young soul we still surprise the secret wisdom flowing there. At never word shall speak or sing inadequate music, where both your burning heart nor spreads its wing in the wild beauty of your love. When all the stars become a memory, by Joseph Plunkett. When all the stars become a memory hid in the heart of heaven, and the sun at last resting from his very run, singing glorious silence in the sea of God's own glory, when the immensity of nature's universe, its fate is won and its reward, when death is done and deathless beings all that is to be, your praise shall skate the grinding of the mills, my song shall live to drive the blinding cars, through fiery apocalypse to heaven's bars. When God's loosed might the prophet's word fulfills, my song shall see the ruin of the hills, my song shall sing the dirges of the stars. When I am dead, Joseph Plunkett. When I am dead, let not your murderous tears deface with a slow dropping my sad tomb, lest your grey head grow greyer for my doom, and fills its echoing corridors with fears. Your heart that my stone monument appears will yet live. Oh, give it not to gloom when I am dead, but let some joy illume the ultimate victory that stings and sears. Already I can hear the stealthy tread of sorrow breaking through the hush of day. I have no hope you will avert my dread, too well I know that soon mixed with clay will mourn the body who the spirit slay, and those that step the living weep the dead. White dove with the wild dark eyes, by Joseph Plunkett. White dove with wild dark eyes, faint silver flutes are calling. The night with a star mist rise, and fireflies falling, tremble and stay wise. Is it you they are calling? White dove of a beating heart, golden reeds are thrilling in woods where the shadows start, while moonbeams, filling with dreams of flower its heart, its dreams are thrilling. White dove of the folded wings, soft purple night is crying with voice of fair things, for you, as dying the mist, your flashing wings, your splendor is flying. White waves on the water, Joseph Plunkett. White waves on the water, gold leaves on the tree, as Mannerman's daughter rose from the sea. The bud and the blossom, the fruit of the foam, from ocean's dark bosom arose from her home. She came at your calling, O winds of the world, and ripe fruit was falling, and the flowers unfurled. She came at your crying, O creatures of earth, and the sound of your sighing made music and mirth. She came at your keening, O dreamers of doom, and your sleep at new dreaming and splendor and bloom. You are fear, by Joseph Plunkett. I try to blame, and from your eyes the battle flame leaps. When cleaves my speech the spear, for fear lest I should speak your name that's known, but to your heart your fear has flown to mine. You've heard not any bird, no wings have stirred save yours alone. Alone your wings have fluttered, half forgotten things come crowding home into your heart, filling your heart with other springs. Springs, and you've sung your secret name with happy tongue, lowly and innocent as the flowers, for hours of love are proudly young. Young is the year, and other wings are waking. Near your heart my name is knocking aloud. Ah, be not proud, you need not fear. Fearing lest I should wrest your secret from on high, you will not listen to my name. I cannot blame you though I try. Your pride, by Joseph Plunkett. I sit and beg beside the gate. I watch and wait to see you pass. You never pass the portals old, that gate of gold like gleaming glass. Yet you have often wandered by. I've heard you sigh, I've seen you smile. You never smile now as you stray, you can but stay a little while. Now you know your task is hard, you must discard your jewel dear. You must not fear to crave the dole from any soul that waits you here. And you have still your regal pride, and you have sighed that I should see your gifts to me beside the gate, your pride, your great humility. Your songs, by Joseph Plunkett. If I have you when I have everything in one, that one nothing of them all, nor all compounded, and within the vault band of a tower I wait to hear you sing. Love breathing low above a breast of spring, pressing a heart with baby heart and small, from baby lips love syllables slits fall, and strokes with gentle hand a quivering wing. You come rejoicing o'er the wilderness, filling with praise the land to joy unknown, fresh from what garden whose perfumes have blown down the valley of cypresses. A heart, you know not your own loveliness, nor weave your songs, or are yours alone.